So the next question is that has a lot to do with down payment, right? So they're purchasing a warehouse, office, retail, shopping mall, whatever that might be. What's the LTV? So LTV stands for loan to value. That has a lot to do with how much down payment that's required. So as I mentioned, um, if a purchase, the minimum that we require you to put down is anywhere between 30 to 40%. So the LTV would be somewhere around 60 to 70% for this type of product. Um, if you are refinance, okay, if you're refinance, that will depending on the rent roll, depending on the DSCR. Um, we seen in cases we can push as high as 75%, but I think that is pretty much the ceiling for commercial products. Okay. So those are the questions that we have for commercial properties. Let's move on to working capital. So working capital is SBA loan, equipment loan, so on and so forth. Uh, First questions. What are the down payment for equipment? So for equipment loan, most of the time we can fund 100%. 100% of the equipment, assuming the client has the following conditions. They have been in business for over 2 years. They have their income can support that loan. So as long as they can meet those two requirements, most of the lender will be able to fund 100% of the equipment. Now, however, if the business it's less than 2 years, or if the client have challenging credit, so then in that case, we might have them to put down some sort of down payment, 10%, 20%, all the way up to 50%, depending on how big that loan is. But the most important thing for this type of loan is cash flow. Okay, cash flow of their business. Now, what type of equipment can be funded? Now, let's define equipment first. Okay, on our line of business, equipment defines that essential items is needed for this business to generate income, meaning that without this equipment, this business would not exist or cannot operate. Give you an example. A restaurant, you need to have a refrigerator. So that refrigerator is an equipment. All right. Mechanic shop, the, the jack, the jack is an equipment. Okay. Um, a spa, the massage chair, it's an equipment. All right. So those are the equipment. You got the idea. What is not equipment? So let's say for a restaurant, you need tables, chairs. That is not equipment. Okay. That fall into working capital. That does not fall into equipment. Because again, without chairs, you can still sell food, right? You think about this, right? A carry out place. There's no chairs, there's no tables, so on and so forth. So those are the equipment that we talked about. Hopefully you have an idea. Now, a photographer, that camera is an equipment. Okay, a graphic designer, that supercomputer is an equipment. All right. So this type of equipment can be funded. Anything else, you need tables, you need pencils, you need a computer, a personal computer. Those are not equipment. Those can be fall into the category of working capital. So working capital, you can use that money for purchasing items like this, purchasing inventory. That's the right word. Purchasing inventory, purchase or hire staff, or renovate the the facility, so on and so forth. Okay.